Friends, this is Charles Kieran here again. Today I really want to discuss a very powerful topic, in my opinion. As somebody who spends my time delivering corporate training, executive coaching, and speaking publicly, I pay a lot of attention to these things I want to discuss today. These things I believe are what is critical and important that will take you all the way to the very top and that will allow your business to explode and to flourish. If you, of course, act on some of these things that I want to share today. This is based on nearly 27 years of experience witnessing precisely how work is carried out in the workplace or in the marketplace, shall I say. I was on a recent trip a business trip to Lagos, Nigeria. And the hotel where I was staying was a very young man. Clearly a very ambitious young man. The minute he spotted me, he made a beeline to me, to my direction. He helped me with my case, with my luggage, and of course took me to my room. When we got to my room, of course, I was dissatisfied with this particular room. I saw that the air conditioning equipment, there was a little bit of water leaking from this air conditioning equipment, and I wasn't very comfortable with water and electricity. I don't think for one moment that's a happy mix. So I asked him to do something about it. I need to be relocated to another room. He promptly went downstairs, of course, made some inquiries, and then brought back some new keys and took me to the next floor. I got to the next floor and I found something again similar to what I experienced in the previous floor. Now, my clients put me in this hotel, lovely hotel, charging about $200 per night for this hotel. And you'll expect, a little bit more luxury, shall we say, for this kind of money. Anyhow, the long and short of the story is this chap constantly on his telephone, constantly daydreaming, and I was just observing him as we were moving from one place to the other until we located a room that was satisfactory for me. And as I was walking out of the room, he said to me, Sir, I'm a graduate. Can I know you? And he was trying to, and I said, I'm here for a few days. We'll have time to speak. What he did not know, of course, was that for the 3 days or so I was in this particular establishment, I observed him constantly on his telephone, constantly talking, not paying a lot of attention. And then he came to me 2 or so nights into my stay and wanted to know if I could assist him with 1 or 2 things. And I smiled. And I said to him, do you know why I have not tipped you since I've been here? He looked at me completely surprised. I said, because you have not been diligent at your work. I said, I'm going to give you an advice, young man. If you pay attention to the advice that I'm going to give you, it will earn you so much money than anything I could possibly have tipped you today. And I went on to give him some sound advice. Oprah Winfrey said that for you to be discovered for your next work or for your next move, you have to be discovered in the present, which means you are constantly being discovered right where you are acting, doing, executing your work. That is where you will be noticed. That is where you will be endorsed. That is where you will be, if you will, discovered for your next promotion or for your next move. The issue is, of course, you do not know when that opportunity will come. So you may not be ready for it when it comes. You may not be prepared. You may not be, how shall I put it, you may not be in full bloom because you know somebody important is coming who will spot you, and you pretend to be giving your very best. No, you have to be delivering your very best all the time because you do not know when the opportunity is going to come and knock. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say so far. So I have titled this message today, Flawless Execution. People make a lot of big deal about ideas. The ideas rule the world. Ideas are it. I am not disparaging or discounting the power of ideas. But ideas are essentially nothing without execution. The top dollar today is being paid to people who have the ability to execute. So the question is, how well do you execute? How good are you in the executing of your work? That is the main thrust of my conversation with you today. There was a great king, an extremely wealthy and wise king, probably one of the top 4 or 5 richest men that's ever walked the earth. His name was King Solomon, a king from antiquity. He said something very, very profound in the book of wisdom. He said, do you see a person, man or woman, diligent at their work or in their work? He said that person will not stand before average people or mere people. He said the destination of that individual is in the company of kings, queens, and powerful people. Profound statement. Profound statement. Now the key word there is diligent. Do you see somebody diligent at their work? That person will not stand before mere men. That person's entire focus, future, will be in the company of great and powerful people. Why? Great and powerful people are attracted to excellence. To excellence. Think about it. So the next key question, of course, is what do you need to do to ensure you find yourself in the company of kings and queens? First, let me tell you a little story. I made a decision in my life to ensure that everything I put my heart on to do, I was going to do it with the very best of my ability. I was going to do it with brilliance as best I can. You know, if I aim for brilliance and I miss brilliance, I may achieve excellence. If I miss excellence, I may achieve quality. But you've got to aim at something, right? You know, the issue right now is what are you aiming at and what decisions have you made within yourself to deliver quality work and execute flawlessly so you can command and attract top dollar. Let me say this to you. Today, I sit on the board, on the board meetings of a billionaire. I'm a personal advisor to a billionaire. He invites me to sit on his critical board meetings. I sit right there with him. Post the meeting, we discuss what has transpired in that meeting. Today, I'm privileged to be the personal coach to some royalty, to some members of a Middle Eastern royal family. Today, I advise governments, I advise significant people. This did not happen by accident. Today, most people I can recall in my entire speaking training career, I have never consciously lost a client. Everybody I've been privileged to align myself with, my business with, to work with, have always retained me and not want to let me go. Do you know why? Because I give them everything that I have. I make them look good. I don't go there and promote myself on their own paid time or their business time. I go there to elevate them. I go there to make them look good because they are